Guys, I just thought I'd make another recording today. It's been a while since I've made one for you because with the constructions I don't have good enough video equipment to show those. And so today and for this unit you're talking about area and perimeter, and so I just wanted to go over a couple of problems that kind of have these weird shapes because sometimes those are a little harder to deal with. Okay, so over here on the left side you can see I have this kind of collection of rectangles that are all hooked together. And if I wanted to find the area or the perimeter of these, I'm going to have to do a little bit of work. So I'm going to start off trying to find the area. So what I would do is I would kind of close these off and create actual rectangles. Okay, so then I'm going to look at this rectangle first. So I know that this side is 10 centimeters, but I don't know what this side is. Okay, so that's what I have to find. So if I know that this whole thing here is 12, I know that this piece of it is 3, and this piece is 3. So 3 plus 3 is 6, so that means what's left over here is 6. Okay, so if I'm going to find the area of this section here, I would do 10 times 60. 10 times 6, which is 60. Okay, so that's the first part of my area. Okay, so I'm going to look at this little piece in here. So I know that this side is 3. I need to find out what this side equals. So if I know that this whole side here is 10 and this piece is 8, then this last piece has to make it add up to 10. And so 8 plus what equals 10? And that would be 2. So then I'd have 3 times 2 for this little area, and that equals 6. Okay, so then for this last rectangle, I know that this side is 3. If this whole side here is 10, it's exactly the same on this side. Okay, just kind of eyeballing it, you can see that. So that means that this side would also have to be 10. So we have 3 times 10, which is 30. Okay, so then I just have to add that up. So 60 plus 6 plus 30 would be 96. That would be my area. So it would be centimeters squared. Okay, so then if I wanted to find the perimeter, you can either do the perimeter formula, which is 2 times the length plus 2 times the width for each one, or you can just go around and add them all up. Oh, actually, I lied. You can't just do 2 times length times plus 2 times the width for each one because some of these sides aren't really on the outside of this shape. So you really better probably add it all up. I mean, you could do it that other way and then subtract some of the sides, but I think that'd be more confusing. So we're just going to add everything up. So this side is 8. Okay, so we're going to say 8. I'm just going to start right here. So I have 8 plus, I know this side is 6. Okay, I found that down here. So 8 plus 6. And then that next side is 10. So plus 10. Plus, you don't need to worry about all these little amounts because this whole side here is 12. So plus 12. This whole side we already found is 10. So that's plus 10. That side is 3. Plus 3. Plus this is going to be the same as this one on this shape. So, oops. So that would be 8. Ooh, that was a bad 8. Plus, and you just have this last side, which is 3. And this is the side I started with. Okay, so you have 8 plus 6 plus 10 plus 12 plus 10 plus 3 plus 8 plus 3. So you add all that up, so that would be 8 plus 6 is 14, plus 10 is 24, plus 12 is 36, plus 10 is 46, plus 3 is 49, plus 8 is 57, plus 3 is 60. So your perimeter would be 60 centimeters. Not squared. Perimeter is not squared. Okay, area is squared. Perimeter is not. Okay, so that's all there is to it. All right, so for this other shape here on the right, it kind of looks like it's a parallelogram, but these sides aren't quite equal, and so it probably really isn't one. Okay, so this shape is not really drawn to scale. And so instead of, you can't use the parallelogram formula, which would just be base times height. You have to actually add up the areas of each of these shapes. Okay, so we have a triangle right here. So we do base times height divided by 2, or times 1/2, or times 0.5, however you want to do it. Okay, so we're going to do 4 times 10. So 4 times 10, and we're going to divide that by 2. So 4 times 10 is 40. 40 divided by 2 is 20. Okay, so my first area is 20. So that's for this triangle right here. So then my next spot here is this rectangle in the middle. So for the rectangle, you just have to do base times height. So I would just do 4 times 10, which is 40. So I'd add 40 here. And then for my last one, so this side here, it's going to be the same as this one. Okay, so that's also going to be 10. So then we'd have 3, this is a triangle, so we have to do 3 times 10 divided by 2. So 3 times 10 is 30, and you divide that by 2, which gives you 15. Whoa, add 15. Do a better one over here. 15. Okay, and then we just have to add up these 3 areas to get the total area for that shape. So 20 plus 40 is 60, plus 15 is 75. And it would be centimeters squared because we're doing the area. Okay, and then if you wanted to do the perimeter, it would be a little more difficult because we don't have these slanted sides, and so that would take a little bit more calculations that we're not quite ready for in this class, and so I don't think they ask you to do that on this problem, but the area is pretty easy from the information that you're given. If you have any questions, feel free to send me an email and ask. And if you send me an email with one sentence about what you learned from this video, you get some extra credit.